out there. 17 years I've been with the same woman. I've loved this woman for 17 years. Mm-hmm. See, some of y'all ain't never had 17 years with the same woman doing the same things. And boy, I tell you, it ain't easy. But we made it, Marjorie. And Big Boom ain't gonna ruin nothing in the room. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Garcia for life. Hit the like button, man. Let's just go through this real quick. Congratulations to making it 17 years. If you want to call this make it for 17 years. I'd rather have 17 years of peace. But to everybody, their marriage is a whole different relationship and a whole different situation from how other people may view it. Now, that's right, the like button is free. Hit it up. Now, Steve Harvey goes on these cruises because Magic Johnson put it together. You know, him and Cookie. So he gets Steve and the wife Marjorie out there and they go and do their thing. So they go do this and, you know, he go out there because of Magic. He don't really fool. Like, they be doing their things and they boats meet up. But Magic was like, look, let's all go together, man. So Sam will get his wife and Magic get Cookie. And then Marjorie and Steve. Then, of course, there's some other people out there with their wives. And then they go in to do the couples thing. Hang out and do all that. All right. Now, who don't do that? Me. Hate that. It's boring. Wears you down. Makes you feel old. But if you're okay with living that way and living that lifestyle, that's on you, and that's okay. If you want to live that lifestyle, that is totally fine. You have 17 years or longer with the same person. It's what you like. Now, Steve had to go through a lot of turmoil to arrive to this point. Steve had to endure. Now, you might say, well, what did Steve have to endure? Steve had to endure a lot of stuff last year that had something. He was mad at me. He mad at all these websites. He made YouTube come up with an AI rule because they had all these AI videos just trashing Steve about Big Boom. Here come the boom. Here come the boom. Here come the boom. Here come the boom. And how it was problems in the marriage. And since then, Marjorie had left the house mad at Steve. Steve was chasing behind Marjorie. Now, all of this was going on last year. And all of a sudden, everybody was talking about Marjorie like a dog. Like a dog. And what came of it? Well, I'm here to run that by y'all. Here's what came of that. Because of how everything was laid out, Marjorie disappeared from the spotlight. You ain't see Marjorie out no more. Her and Steve was everywhere doing photo ops. All of that stopped. She went her way. Everybody else went their way. There was no longer this we are unity. Mm-hmm. So when you look at the scenarios all together and you start putting it together, you start seeing one thing. No. Steve is a person that was put on a whole different plateau. No, Steve had a whole lot of things going on, but he ran into a lot of red tape. You know, he started running into the fact that he's getting old. What we like to call older. Now, when you're getting older, what is happening is that the whole world starts to move a little different. They start telling you things are blue when they're red. And you start to notice things and say, well, that don't make sense. Because if that would make sense, then this would be the case. So you start to figure it out in your head, something ain't right. Mm. He said, oh yeah, boom, baby. So they never disproven any of this. But he went to reconcile to try to make things right with Marjorie. Whatever was making her unhappy with Steve made her leave and go out on a private vacation by herself. Mm-hmm. That's because many people don't see themselves as the highest, like when you want to talk about the highest fixture, they don't see themselves in that light. It's almost like seeing themselves in a past tense. He's going through a lot right now. No, it's not what a lot of people understand or what they would see. Uh, Steve had lost a lot of jobs that he used to do, and he just said, "Hey, he's getting too old. Let's pull the plug." Mm. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, people are very fickle right now, and anything somebody says, they want to say, oh, well, they can't eat anymore. We want them to starve to death and lose their house because they don't agree with what we agree with. That's basically what today's. Yeah, he still got Family Feud, but he lost a lot of his shows and things was just dry. He still got his radio show, so he still got deals, but he was stagnant, and whatever Marjorie wasn't happy with wasn't doing it for him. Wasn't doing it for her, rather. She was just ready to go. She took a trip. They got in a big fight. That happens. That happens in a relationship, in marriages. I've just never met one person that I said, I want to spend the rest of my whole life with. No. I've met one or two that I said, man, I could spend a year with them. That's a lie. And they didn't last months. They lasted a couple months. And I was like, nah. Uh-uh. So, yep, that happened. That's what I tried to do. Uh, and here's the thing, dating mature women is who I normally date. I've dated accountants. I've dating lawyers. I've dated people who are business consultants. And it's just that when you get past that facade, a lot of them are empty. They were already married to their work, and that's cool because I'm married to my work. And it's hard when you try to blend the two together. And when you meet a mature woman, sometimes that mature woman wants what she wants, and necessarily it's not what you want. They want the marriage, they want the show, they want to have about 18 bridesmaids and all. They want the show. Meanwhile, meanwhile, you gonna have to live with them when everybody go home, all the guests, all the receptions and the honeymoons. Once all that is over, you gotta live with this person. I've dated women that were probably smarter than me. It's just about what some are allowing themselves to be like, and what others don't want to deal with. Those are the things that we're being faced with right now. Is those actions. Those who want to be in a certain position and those who don't. I have a meeting with YouTube coming up in about 3 minutes. I go in my office, only conduct business from the office. Okay, no one's in here yet. Oh. Just like this video, exactly. Video is not going and doing what it was supposed to do. This video, clearly. And that's a problem. So we have to discuss that right away. Well, Steve is making 17 years look like 17 years. That's just the truth. When you start going at situations from a different perspective, you have a lot of people who are not up to par with what you're doing and what you have going on. They don't see it like you see it. So we have to get in here together. Well, one thing I've learned is not to settle. If you're unhappy going in, or there's some things that you're not comfortable with, don't just say, well, we're going to fix that as the relationship goes. Because the longer you go through it, the more time you've wasted going through this process. If it's not something you like, don't get involved. All right, here we go.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. All right.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, Jason.
Hello, everyone. All right, we're all set.
Awesome. Kevin, just so you know that I've been talking to legal and we are trying to figure out the whole compensation clause, and they're also gonna fix the date on your amendment, so I'll keep you posted with what they say.
Okay, that's much better to hear because I should be compensated for this. This has happened too many times. Too many errors that's been going on. It's been costing me. So that should never happen.
Right, I totally hear you. Yeah, I'll just keep talking with them, and once they have the number figured out, I'll let you know.
Okay.
So Jason, I believe this call was scheduled because a while ago we have this meeting where Kevin was having issues with the whole invalid traffic strike on his channel, and I believe Kevin has been speaking to some YouTube specialists about this case, but it seems like his traffic is still not going back to normal, and we're just hoping to use this call to see if we